Welcome to the Dottie Coffman Show. I'm so glad you've joined me today. Whether I am chatting with a new friend, a recurring guest, or just chatting with you, there's always new adventures in sight. Stay tuned and enjoy listening in. We always seem to keep stirring things up. Welcome to the Dottie Coffman Show, and I have a wonderful guest today who's been around for a while and done quite a bit on TV and movies and all kinds of stuff. So, Geoffrey Deuel. Welcome, Geoffrey, to the Dottie Coffman Show.
Well, hi, Dottie.
I'm glad we finally got together on this, and usually when I have trouble scheduling guests, it means it's going to be a really great interview. So I look forward to it. I usually start by saying to the guest, introduce yourself, but there is so much to you, so I'm going to help you a little bit. Geoffrey has been in acting for many years. He's been on many different, you were even on a soap opera.
Yeah, I did a few days, a couple of weeks on The Young and the Restless. That was one of my last things on television. That was, my gosh, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah, 1973 is the information I have, but you've done things like Barnaby Jones. Now, these are older. If you're a real young kid, you're not gonna relate to this. But
if you're an old geezer, or
yes,
or they were episodic TV from the 70s.
Absolutely, there's some wonderful shows that I remember, and I used to watch a lot. Medical Center, The Mod Squad, Adam 12,
right.
The High Chaparral, Streets of San Francisco. Yeah. My golly. Just a lot going on. So you've been in that kind of industry for a very long time. What was your favorite part of being when you were in the throes of it? What was your favorite part about it?
Let's see. I did a couple of Streets of San Francisco's, and they were really well received. So with Michael Douglas, and he was a great guy, and Carl Malden and all that.
Yes.
I did a couple of those, and I did a couple of FBI guest shots on them. You go in and you play very often I played the bad guy, but it wasn't completely bad. They had some hope for he would turn good.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a Billy the Kid character.
yeah, that's good.
That was the favorite role I had. Was
good.
Kid role. Good thing, yeah.
Yeah. I know actors and actresses, I've done a little bit here and there, but it takes a lot of stamina. I mean, sometimes it's early mornings and late nights, and it takes a lot, doesn't it? It's not as easy as it looks.
No, it isn't. You have to be in shape, and physically, you'll notice most actors are good, do well physically as far as getting in a fight, a street fight, stuff like that. Like you say, it takes a lot of stamina.
Yes, it does.
A lot of real good concentration. Pay was good, so that was okay.
And you were compensated pretty well for that.
Sure.
And we have to mention your brother Pete Deuel, because you guys were very close, weren't you? At one time when you guys.
Yeah, we were close.
Well, when you first got into acting, both of you were very close to each other at that point, weren't you?
Right. We were doing our own thing. Peter was in New York studying acting, and I was in college up in upstate New York. but then he went to California, and he had a pretty fast start to his career.
Yeah.
He was really well trained, and he just was able to take off fairly rapidly.
Right, and he did a number of roles like you in different situations, different TV. But I think the most famous one he had, or say famous, the biggest one was Alias Smith and Jones, and that's what I remember him from, basically.
Right. Well, that was what he was most famous for.
Right.
Of course, he died when he was doing Alias Smith and Jones, and so most people, and it was a good cowboy show.
Yes, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I remember watching that. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, that's what everybody said. It was a lot of fun. It was serious, but then it had real good comedy.
Right.
Pete was so good in comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. But I needed to mention him and tell people, that you were the brother of Pete Deuel.
Yeah,
and
he was 3 years older than I.
Ah, okay. So, and we lost him. Gosh, it's been a long time. You had to make some adjustments there in your own life, losing a brother that was so close and doing some of the same things you were doing.
Yeah, December 31st, 1971. What's that? 30-some years.
Wow.
Almost 40-some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, you don't really get over a shock like that.
No.
It's a little bit nuanced.
Right. I understand that. Well, you're still active, but you're active in a different way. What are you doing nowadays?
Well, that's a good question. What am I doing nowadays? I haven't followed up. There's been some talk about doing something in some theater down here, but I haven't done any theater in, 20-some years or 30 years.
Yeah.
So I taught school, and I really enjoyed that. I taught, substitute taught, and where I'd go in and rather than just one day, they'd have me there for a week or a month or take over for a teacher who got sick or something.
Right.
So I enjoyed doing that because it was kind of casual, but it was also somewhat gratifying with the kids.
Mm-hmm. Did they know who you were?
Some of them did, but they did not that much.
Well, that was interesting. I sometimes think about that myself, and then I see the sad situation our schools are in and the sad attitudes that our teens have, and I go, ooh, I don't know if I want to do that or not.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it gets to be hard. But now you're also involved kind of with what we call the Western Film Fair, and these people meet together and sign autographs, and you've been part of that. That's been a lot of fun to be involved with, because then you get to meet and greet people that actually know who you are. Yeah.
Yeah, and who are really fans, just love it. They get into it, and you end up meeting people you haven't not seen for 30-some years. So it's gratifying, yeah.
It is, and Dr. Fred, as we call him, has been instrumental in organizing that group, and I guess different things like radio shows like mine have spun off of getting to know these people and meeting them, and I'm sure when you've gone, I think you've been to the Winston-Salem one, weren't you?
Yeah, we were at the Winston-Salem one, weren't we, Jackie?
Yes.
Yeah, we were there.
Yes, and
we're going to go to the Roy Rogers one in August.
See, that's the fun part, because then you get to see all these other people of the same era, and even if you haven't met them, you get to make some new friends yourself and say, I used to watch that show.
Right.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah.
Where does your radio show go to?
This radio show goes out into 61 different countries. all over the United States. And I hope a lot of people are listening because we have some interesting guests like yourself that I think I enjoy so much talking to people like you and finding out what got you into it and what kept you into it, and then what are you doing today? How are you using all of that today? So I'll ask you that question. Today, I mean, I know that the last time you did anything on the stage, you said was 20-some years ago. But all of that, can you see how it all built to where you are today, and you've been able to use that even in your teaching?
Yeah, I've been able to use it, no question. When you're at a loss for words, sometimes that saves you. But I haven't been all that well. I've had COPD, it's chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Right.
And you get it from smoking, which I smoked for a long time. I finally quit 2 years ago.
Good for you.
Your lungs are so savaged from the years of smoking and doing that, and you got to get more exercise because you don't feel like exercising because your lungs don't feel good.
Right.
So and plus, if you get a little cold, it's still a little cold now. I got a little bit of cold, so that bothers me.
Right.
But you don't want to just whine about it because that doesn't do any good.
Well, and that's a good point for those that aren't quite approaching the age that you and I are. Take care of yourself. And even in the younger days when things seem to be going along so well and you're having a good time, you still need to take care of yourself as you move into the older years.
Yeah, and you don't listen when somebody tells you, I'm healthy. And of course I was so healthy and was gifted with a good mind and body back then. So then you just take it for granted and think it's your due.
Yeah.
I just think of that for so many times.
Well.
Which I knew what I knew then.
Right.
And what I know now.
Right. Right. And you probably started smoking back in the day before we knew it was dangerous.
Oh, it was. They knew it was dangerous. My dad was a doctor.
Oh.
And they knew. But he said it above. But you didn't think it was that dangerous. So
right. Right.
But,
not life-threatening.
I didn't. So I got out. As soon as I got out of high school, I started smoking.
Wow. Well, you've learned a lot over the years, and you have persevered. You kept going. You're keeping your name out there by touching base with some of these fans and friends, yep. And Dr. Fred, all those people, right. And of course our friend Lisa with the Victory Television Network that I'm affiliated right. with, but you also are affiliated with it through the other end as being a guest and being interviewed. I believe you were interviewed by Nancy Stafford at one of the events.
Yeah, I think so. Uh-huh.
Yes. So that always that keeps it going. That keeps the name Deuel alive, and of course, right. So that's pretty cool. So, do you think that, I know you mentioned it, but do you think maybe you'll get into a little something here and there as far as acting goes?
I don't know. I think if something came along, I think I'd like to do it. Then you wonder, can I even do it anymore?
Yeah.
But I suppose if something came along, I'd give it a try.
Well, the westerns are abounding, and the movie that we're working on now is the story of the missionaries. That Lisa's working on that screenplay right now. Yeah, and so that's a western.
Yeah, right.
So.
Frontier story.
Yeah. We'll just sit you on a horse and
Right.
There you go.
One hand and a Bible in another.
There you go. There you go. How does that play? How does the Bible and your faith play into some of the things that you've done?
Well, that's a good question. I haven't been constant in a church lately, and so I was a churchgoer when I was a kid. My family went and did that, and the church was a large part of what we experienced.
Right.
But I was just reading the Bible a little bit, just looking at it casually on Easter, on the day before yesterday. And I was just thinking, boy, this is another thing like smoking. So I should have got into this, brother, and shouldn't have got into that. Thinking about church, the Bible, the Word.
Right.
But it's so easy to forget things. And then how young are you?
I'm a little bit younger than you, not much, a few years.
Right.
Yeah, not much at all, but
you sound really excited about life. Good.
You know what? What's the alternative? I just try to have a good time, and I worked for a radio station one time, Geoffrey, that well, I did this kind of thing. I was their first female host on a show, and the manager of the station at the time did not like my laugh. He didn't want me laughing.
Oh my God.
And of course, he didn't want me talking about Jesus or God, which is a very fundamental part of my life. And I'm not a preachy person anyway, but he would slam me, tell me.
He sounds like a real jerk.
Well, now that I'm doing my own thing and independent, and of course working with Lisa, I can laugh all I want, and I laugh. Right. I like to try to make it fun, and try to make it fun for the guest.
Right.
Because a lot of times people are very nervous coming on the radio or TV. You know that. You've probably been through it. And I go, don't be nervous. It's just like sitting there having a cup of coffee with me. We'll just chat. So.
Yeah. You got a good way about doing it too. You got to make the people comfortable. And I was wondering, let's see, I got a few numbers or it didn't go well. You're really good. You're natural.
Well, that's very nice of you. But now, think of something that you want to tell these younger people coming up, these people that a lot of times we are thinking, between 20 and 30 that we're calling entitled because they think everything should be given to them. But what would you tell some of these people that are just wanting to get into maybe acting, maybe movies, maybe screen, whatever?
One thing that comes to me is like young kids and people my age. My gosh, I'm 75. I don't believe it, but I am. And the thing that you should take things seriously, things you're doing seriously, not like you're drunk. But don't take yourself too seriously.
Ah.
Because if you just take yourself so seriously, you won't be open to new things and new things that you have the opportunity of getting into.
Right.
But then if you take yourself so seriously, you get to the point where you get so wrapped up in yourself that you aren't really amenable to anything that comes in from the outside.
Right. That's very good advice, Geoffrey. Very good, because take the project seriously. Take your work seriously. Take even your hobbies. Pay attention to it, but don't take yourself so seriously that that you're not of any use to anybody else.
Yeah, right.
Awesome. I like that bit of advice. Did you have a good agent when you were young and starting out in this business?
Yeah, I had one I was just doing, you started out kind of doing commercials, and if you got lucky and you got a good commercial, you made a few bucks, you got a decent agent. And then sometimes you would outgrow your agent. It sounds like you were disloyal, but he didn't have the connection, so you got somebody else. I remember my first agent was a fellow named Bob Payton, and he'd been around a long time, real sweet guy. And I had him for a while, and then I got, after a couple of years, I got with another fellow named Meyer Michigan, who was a real good. He had Lee Marvin and stuff like that, and I was pretty much ready by that time.
Ah.
You're so sure of yourself, you don't have time to be scared or having stage fright. So it was...
Do you think, is that important to have a good agent?
Oh yeah, sure it is.
Mm-hmm.
In most cases, sometimes you just run into something and somebody will see you and
right.
You're a star. Well, it usually doesn't happen like that. You get an agent, you get submitted for a role on, say, on Barnaby Jones or something like that. Then you go read for it, and then if you get it, you do a good job. Then you get they let you read for another one, another role that is a bit bigger than this one.
Uh-huh.
Then pretty soon, then you have film on you, and in other words, they say, well, what'd you up to in such and such a role? It's like that. And then they say, oh, why don't you take a look at him in the FBI he did? So then they look at that, the FBI, and it was maybe similar to the role they were casting. And sure enough, you got it. So then you're probably on the treadmill towards success.
Right.
So it worked out pretty well.
Well, a lot of the emphasis.
It was an exciting place, California.
Right. Right.
You can't blame California for certain bad things.
Well, and now we're near Atlanta, and Atlanta's popping with all kinds of productions.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Atlanta's a boom town as far as acting and stuff, isn't it?
And there's so much emphasis on looks and beauty and all of that now, but I think when you actually get into the work that you have done, it really depends on if you do it well.
Oh, absolutely.
Not just your looks, because when we were in the business years ago with my twin sons, it wasn't so much about looks. It was about whether you fit the bill of what they were looking for that particular role. And then if you did something good, then you advanced, so to speak.
Yeah, right. You fill another little hole, and then you move right on the chessboard. Yeah.
Yes. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear that it still is going on and on. Are you going to write a book?
I was thinking of it. I started to look at it, write a memoir about various things that happened to me that I've been talking about it, and now I'm going to start writing it if I'm going to.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
So I thought of it, but I just haven't done it.
Well, if nothing else, write something for your, if you have children or grandchildren, or if you have nieces, nephews, family members, that want to know these things, because when you're gone, like everybody says to all of us, when you're gone, there's nobody else left to ask.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you need to do that. You need to start writing down your notes. And
yeah, a lot of people have told me that. You're one of them.
Yeah.
That's true. Just think about that.
If you just start writing notes of your memories, and then somebody else can come along and help stitch it together. Yeah. Make it. If you think, and I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, I just thought I couldn't do it, and I couldn't make sense out of it. Nobody would want to read it." But when they started writing the notes, and then they got somebody else to help them put it all together, they were really glad they did it. So.
Yeah.
So be thinking about that.
Okay, I will.
Well, we're at the end of our time. Do you have a website or someplace that people can kind of follow you?
JeoffreyDeuel.com.
JeoffreyDeuel.com. That's easy to remember. www.geoffreydeuel.com, and that's Geoffrey.
Correct.
And it's Deuel. That's the spelling you use, right? Yes.
Right.
Good. Okay. .com. Well, it's been a joy to talk to you today. I'm so glad that we connected.
Thank you so much, Dottie.
And I hope we get to meet. Maybe up in maybe at the Roy Rogers thing, or maybe up in Roanoke, or wherever the group comes together. I hope I can get there. So.
I look forward to meeting you.
All right, sir. Well, you have a blessed day, and we will chat later.
Okay. Thank you, Dottie, so much.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey there, this is Dottie Coffman. Would you enjoy receiving free jewelry of your choice from Premier Designs? Premier Designs is one of the leading high-fashion jewelry companies in the United States. Women love their items because of the style, versatility, and the guarantee. Contact Yvonne Irvin for details. 770-842-7267. That's 770-842-7267. Visit her website at yvonne.mypremierdesigns.com. That's Yvonne, YVONNE, Irvin, ERVIN, mypremierdesigns.com. Almost everyone has thought about writing a book, writing your story. Tracy Ruckman of TMP Books can help you accomplish that. TMP Books offers affordable and professional self-publishing services with a variety of packages to fit your budget. There are packages for paperback books, e-books, and both. Even a package that allows you to keep 100% of the royalties. With the help of TMP, writers can publish their books and go on to write the second, third, and beyond. You maintain control, but TMP will make everything smooth, swift, and polished. Contact TMP at www.tmpbooks.com or by email at info@tmpbooks.com. That is TMP, www.tmpbooks.com.
Twin Tigers Martial Arts is a Christian-based martial arts school in Winder, Georgia. They teach martial arts based on Christian values and principles. Twin Tigers is a partial sponsor of the Dottie Coffman Show. Owners and master instructors Nick Coffman, who teaches the Korean art of Tang Soo Do, and Matt Coffman, who teaches the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, are the real-life twin sons of the host Dottie Coffman. The twins started the school when they were just 15, and the school will soon celebrate its 20-year anniversary. Twin Tigers believes in challenging all students, whether they are 3 or 93, to achieve their highest goals according to their individual capabilities. Nick and Matt claim Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, as the foundational verse of the school. Twin Tigers teaches the fruit of the Spirit along with the disciplines of martial arts. To learn more about Twin Tigers martial arts, go to tt-ma.com or call 770-307-1761.
Thank you for joining me on the show today. Thank you to Deborah Hightower, who wrote my theme music. I appreciate all my friends and family and fans who support me in many ways. Join me on Facebook at The Dottie Coffman Show, the next page. Email me at dottie.coffman@gmail.com. That's dottie.coffman@gmail.com. And I would love to share my book with you, Struggle to Bloom. That can be ordered on Amazon or email me for a signed copy. Until next time, may God richly bless you.